It's been a while since I've been back in the man cave here, my bedroom, making a video, but it's pouring rain outside right now, and I have nothing to do. I was supposed to do a photo shoot this evening, so I had booked a friend who's a photographer to do some fitness photos of me. Um, and we had this really cool location set up. I'm in Hamilton, so we had this spot down in the industrial area all set up and ready to go. And I wanted like some, like this gritty kind of feel, like smokestacks and bricks and, uh, you know, rubble and like just decay, and then maybe some graffiti and stuff. And I had all my weights ready to go. I was gonna do some kettlebell work and, some deadlifts and just all sorts of like classic, weight training stuff. I just wanted to get some really cool photos with wearing all of my Durability Fitness logoed stuff. Durability Fitness was my fitness business. I'll talk about that in a second. I really want to do a life update video, and this was not meant to be that. This was just something I was thinking about today. So I was at the skate park earlier this morning, and I love skateboarding. I still love skateboarding, but one of the most difficult things has been watching my skills decline over the years. And I've talked about this in some videos on my skateboard channel. I've probably mentioned it here before, but it's very difficult when you've been at a certain level of skateboarding. Like when you've been up here as a skateboarder, um, you know, like I've skated vert, bowl, street. I've skated everything through the years. I started skateboarding when I was 12. I got my first skateboard, and I'm now 52. So, like, what can I say? 40 years on a skateboard, and it's been amazing. But in my 50s now, things just aren't the same. I've had knee problems for years, and I've overcome the knee problems. It was tendonitis, so it wasn't like arthritis or anything. But even on the best day skateboarding, my knees feel kind of sore and like they feel stiff. And because I don't skateboard as much as I used to, when I do get out to skateboard, I spend a lot of like maybe the first half an hour just trying to like get smooth with my ollies again. And like a kickflip now takes like 15 tries, and I tend to just repeat the same tricks over and over again. Like, if I'm skating the street section, I'm just, doing board slides and 50/50s on the ledge because that's the easiest thing that I can just whip around and do. And if I start trying a new trick, or not even a new trick, but like a more difficult trick that I used to do that I don't do anymore, it might take me 20 tries. And by the time I do that, my knees are even more sore. So for a number of reasons, I've just watched my skateboarding decline. I don't want to get injured anymore. Um, even 10 years ago, I'd have friends go, man, I'm holding back. I don't want to get injured. And like, I would kind of like rib them a little bit. And I'd be like, hey man, like if you don't want to get injured, then just don't even get on the skateboard, like you can't think that way. You got to just come out and give her. And I had that giver mentality for a lot of years, and I just don't anymore. The risk versus reward is very different, right? When you're younger and you got a lot of testosterone pumping through your body, and you're out with all your buddies, and you want to show off and you want to be the king, right? You want to be the best out of all your buddies. There's a lot of drive to like, take a lot of risks and throw down big tricks, and that adulation that you get from all your friends, everybody cheering, it's like a drug, and like it's great. But I mostly skate by myself now, and like I'm never gonna do. I can say this with full confidence. I'm never gonna do a better trick than I've already done before, and they're all on video, and I have pictures of all of them. So I guess what I'm saying is like, what's the point of the risk? There was a lot of self satisfaction before, but now to land a difficult trick that I've already landed before and have to sort of relearn that trick, it's not the same vibes. So one of the hardest things I've had to do with skateboarding is let go. It's just let go of where I was and accept where I'm at now. But that got me thinking more so today about this whole last year, man. This last year has been about letting go, about getting better at letting go. Letting go of my marriage, when that fell apart, almost just over a year ago, like really almost exactly a year ago. And then in October, losing my dog, I had to let go of her, and that was, man, that hit me so much harder than I thought it ever would. I still have dreams about her sometimes. Um, and then letting go of my business that I built and worked so hard at for 10 years. And then getting this job as a fitness trainer, and then realizing after 4 or 5 months that it's not a viable career. Like unless unless you're working, here's the only way that personal training is a viable career. You own the gym yourself and you're doing the personal training, so you reap all of the training fees, but now you got to pay for the gym. But maybe it's a private gym like my plan was at home. Or you're at a gym that charges a lot of money and pays you like half, and you're making like $45, $50 an hour, which is incredibly rare. And even at that, you're going to have to book a lot of appointments because sometimes you get cancellations in the week, so it's up and down. Clients come in, they work with you for a couple of months, they run out of money, or they just wanted to work with you for a few months to get a training plan and feel comfortable in the gym and then move forward. Um, or you're working like at a big box chain gym like I was, and you're working 60 hours a week, which I'm not doing that anymore. So I had to let go of that dream to be a personal trainer. Um, and I've interviewed for a few other positions, and it looks like I've got something moving forward. But like I said, I want to make a sort of a life update video and talk about where I'm at after I see how this all pans out. But I feel like I'm in a better place right now. But there's just a lot of letting go, and it's hard, right? Because a lot of that stuff I'm talking about, skateboarder, dog trainer, like husband, these were like my identity. They were part of who I was and how I identified myself. And then to just have to let go of that stuff, to just say, hey, that's it. And man, it's hard. It's hard to let go because you're not just letting go of your past. You're letting go of maybe a little bit of your future, like the person you are and the person you thought you'd be in the future. You're letting go of that too. But I think I've gotten a lot better with letting go this year. And I had to take a minute there to sort of gather my thoughts. I don't usually edit my videos, but I was just sort of lost for words and maybe lost to what the point of this video is. But the point was really just to get this off of my chest. The fact that this had really been bothering me today, that I had to let go of everything, and I'm a different person than I was last year. And it's safe to say we're all different people. If we're growing, if we're moving forward in life, we're constantly all different people, from year to year, maybe sometimes month to month, or even day to day, I guess. But I think part of letting go of the past is also about embracing the future. And it's easy, the past feels comfortable, like who you were feels comfortable because it's all you've known, and the future is uncertain, and that feels scary, and it's certainly scary to me. But there's a relief I think I feel right now in letting go. Like I kind of hate it when people say stuff like this, but like I kind of gave myself permission today to like just roll around the park and not really do any tricks. And at first I was getting frustrated, and then I kind of was just like, whatever, man, it is what it is. And after all these years, 40 years on a skateboard, have I not earned the right to just roll around and enjoy rolling on a skateboard and not have to feel like I've got to be at a certain level or do certain tricks so that I feel like I'm still, a skateboarder? Anyway, I'm going to do a little life update video soon, because I'm right on the cusp of a big change right now that I don't want to talk about yet. I'm not superstitious, but I don't want to jinx it. Did I just admit I'm superstitious? But I'm not. But I don't want to talk about this change until it all unfolds, and I have some concrete things to share after I've had time to process this and think about it. But yeah, onward to the future and time to just let go of the past. Um, it's always good to think back and remember and reminisce and be nostalgic. But it's just time. It's time I let go of a lot of stuff that I've been holding on to and maybe hoping that things would go back the way they were, but they never will. So it's time to just let go and shed that burden, drop that load and walk a little bit lighter into the future.